It's the UPX podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, thank me later, and too stupid to win. Might be coming up session as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in icon again. Welcome to Upland. Grab your UPX, man. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping. Over to moving and shucking. I'm Scrooge McGee in UPX. The name's Big Mars, aka Johnny Utah. Unique NFT 101, never seen before. Sitting atop my throne with Venus on Mount Olympus. Catching up a terrace, guarantee it's never flipping. Went from plotting for lots to obsessing collections. Scouting the hottest districts and doping the sections. From SF to NY, all the way back again. Just to catch a show at the Red Door with Nichiren. Then head over to Clay Theater, see LeftHousr for the flicks. Or on Upland Action News, Alexa report and commit. Once we get cars rolling on these streets and we're dripping, all cruising the Embarcadero on some bikes that are ripping. Put no limits on life, see no fear to be different. Chance to rebuild the world with the sky as the limit. Stopping by Saturn Street, it's real hard that I miss you. The name's Mars, Utah, call me Mr. Buena Vista. It's the UPX podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, thank me later, and too stupid to win. Might be coming up session as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in icon again. Welcome to Upland. Grab your UPX, man. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping. Over to moving and shucking. I'm Scrooge McDucking in UPX. Break the boundaries of the world and do it with impunity. Play, earn, connect, and do that ish beautifully. Stop and smell the breakfast, cruising on Bacon Street. Get educated on the Mound University. Districts large or small with diversity, except for Alamo Square, especially on Steiner Street. The UPX economy developing our properties. Got some fun scavenger hunts with exclusive finders fees, and that just keeps reminding me of tone-to-tone NFTs popping like a lottery. You gotta get a look at these. It's guaranteed to get showcase bumping. Quarter in the market, yo, it's called Ronald Rumpin'. Go see my man Recurry around Upland Uncovered. For players new and old, there's information discovered. Be sure to join the Discord, FTML creature. I'm Jeff Bezos with the flows, man, it's been nice to meet you. It's the UPX podcast, baby. Glad you tuned in. Got your host, thank me later, and too stupid to win. Might be coming up session as soon as you begin. Start out king of the street, then lock in icon again. Welcome to Upland. Grab your UPX, man. On your way in the door, hit you with $4,000. Get to buying and gripping, then to selling and flipping. Over to moving and shucking. I'm Scrooge McDucking in UPX. Red Planet Industries, spreading across the Upland globe. Play, earn, connect, and save the drama for the llamas.
That feels right. what it takes, the first Masuda's ever created. Time to roll one up Monsuda card sharks. October 15th, 2021. Prepare yourselves. The first of each Masuda type have appeared. Oh yeah, you're feeling it now. Will you be the first to collect them all? Elder Tree Toastmeister, AJ Shattersworth, Sensei Starby, Hypnosoft, Bilbo Pongin, Toothwiggy, Waxy Cathy, Shadowhand. Oh yeah! Rated Matsuda Series 1 promo pack coming to an Atomic Hub browser near you.
All right. Good morning, good noon, and good night. Citizens of Upland, you are watching the Upland Action News. Hey. My name is LeftHousr. Today is October 15th. The year is 2021, and I am joined by a gaggle of co-host and co-most and guest and co-cess. Let me just start with my brother, Emmett Left. How are you doing today?
Goodness gracious, what an intro on CryptomonKey Friday. Feeling good, feeling great. We got some good guests coming in later on. Excited to get into it all. That voice that our man Sensei puts on for his promo just gets me amped up. I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. Yes, indeedy. Before we get into the old Sensei and we get into what's going on over there with Faded Monster, let's say hello to Rico. Rico, how are we today?
Doing good, man. Busy. Keeping moving and shucking.
And jiving? Any jiving?
Occasionally, if I can stretch first. Yeah, I can't jive like in my youth, but you know, the occasional jive is on the menu.
Over to moving and shucking, like he's McDuckin and Uppix.
You know it.
Yes, the old McDuckin and Uppix intro, had to drop that thing, get it started off right. Mr. Mars Utah, how the hell are you on this fine Monkey Friday?
I'm good. Hanging in there, it seems, by the pulse. Yeah, I don't know if Courier, did that on purpose with the shucking and jiving, but
oh yeah, man.
A little lyrical reference, is solid. Oh yeah, just ready for another fantastic Friday.
Wicked. And we have Sensei. How are we today?
Oh, doing fantastic. Everything's looking good for the launch. Everything is going as planned. And we're just super ready and super excited to see what happens.
That's right. Like, where are we at here? We're 4 hours and 55 minutes away?
That is correct. Yes, it's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So we are 4 hours and 55 minutes away. There's still time to whitelist. I'm watching it like a hawk. Whenever a submission comes in, I go ahead and add it on in there. Want to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity. We have that live over in the Discord, and we even posted the whitelist in the LeftHousr collective in our little tab there. Made sure everyone had access to it. But yeah, man, we are just super pumped for the Series 1 promo pack. And is it all right if I give some spoilers away of what to kind of look for?
This is your time, baby.
Woohoo! All right, so I'm super pumped. As I've mentioned before, the Series 1 promo pack, even though it's going to be the most inexpensive pack, is going to be one of the highest staking packs. Basically, a common here is going to be worth an uncommon in staking power from Series 2 promo pack. So want to give the early adopters an opportunity to get some awesome staking power because as we gain popularity, as we open the floodgates a bit more, you're going to get those people that come in and just buy not only the packs, but are wiping stuff off the second market. So I want to make sure that our early adopters have a little bit of beef, a little bit of muscle behind them so that they can go ahead and combat that when it comes to staking way down the line. Which I've said we won't release that until we're ready to release that game, which is going to be Q4 of 2022, which is when we're looking to get that first bit alpha out, which these promo cards that you get from these pack will actually be kind of like your keys to the beta. So what that means is that we want to test every single card. We want to test every single ability, all the effects. And one of the issues I've seen with some other projects is that you can't really test everything until everything's been minted. And even if you do test it, there's just a lot more stress that goes onto the server when you have to pull up all these wallets and run it through the DApp and run it through all these different things. It just puts a little bit more stress on it. So if we can emulate that with these promo cards. We can test everything out. We'll know exactly how much stress each ability, each card. Some of these cards will have lots of random number generators that they have to activate with their abilities. So different cards could put way more stress on the system. We just got to make sure that we know exactly what's going on. So this is a fun way. These cards will be the stakeable cards, but like I said, they're also going to act as keys to basically building your deck and testing out what will soon be the playable cards. You get to test out all those strategies. And finally, my favorite part about this is the common. If you look on the pack probabilities, the common is 51.4%. If someone gets a bunch of commons, not necessarily a bad thing. Those common cards are going to be the whitelist for Series 2 promo pack. We've been super hardcore in making sure that we have some awesome people that are starting off, and especially in the whitelist, all these people have been following Faded Monsuda for a while, or if they haven't been, they've been brought in by someone recently that's super stoked about the project. And we're kind of giving our founding early adopters the ability to either A, decide the market for what it costs to get into the whitelist, and B, decide who ultimately gets access to it. Because if you get 4 or 5 and you've got a buddy who's like, man, I missed out, you can go ahead and give them one. All right, we'll get in on Series 2. And that's kind of the whole thing. Is I want all of this to be just as much in the people's hands as much as it is in my hands. I want to make sure that I'm out here, I'm busting my butt, making sure that we get the proper dev team before the end of the year, like I've told everyone. I want to make sure that I'm able to reward all these early adopters, but I want to provide value to the early adopters every single step of the way. And there's little ways that I can do that, and this is one of them. And so this pack is basically a gigantic thank you for everyone coming in so early on. I've been super forthright about where we are, and all the people that are supporting us right now, supporting the project, are basically people who are super pumped about the art, super pumped about the concept, and just want to see where it goes. So I'm super appreciative to all the people, even in the LeftHousr community. This is like the first show that I went out. We got Penguin has a hand up. Penguin, what's up, buddy?
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I knew I had to sneak in there when I got my chance. I just want to tell the people that I told Sensei last night straight up, if I couldn't get one of these packs today, I'm never talking to him again. So
fair enough,
dude.
It's become personal.
Yeah,
absolutely. I've been so pumped about this project, and the people who have come in have been just as pumped as I am. And that's just motivated me tenfold. And I just can't thank the LeftHousr collective enough. Anyone who is watching this show right now, understand that you are with some awesome people that not only do they tell you about the cool stuff that's going on, have been super helpful. And, you know, I was a complete infantile idiot when it came to the Wax Atomic Hub before I got here. And it's been 5 months since I first watched a show in LeftHousr. And I started this project 3 months ago, and now I have a drop. I created a pack, learned how to do the pack rolls, learned how to do all this stuff thanks to the awesome people inside of the LeftHousr collective. So just wanted to say that you guys are awesome, and your community members are awesome, and a million thanks to you guys.
Heck yes, man. No, thanks for coming in and doing everything that you're doing, making this incredible game, and like just bringing the energy that you have and your passion for the space and for the community is obvious. You wear it on your skin, so it's awesome. I'm excited for the pack drop here. Only 4 hours and 49 minutes away, 18 seconds. Yeah, I love the mechanics that you've laced in here to these promos, and yeah, let's see what happens next. Once it goes live and we're out and about, we'll have to have you come back in like next week or something like that to talk about it, if you're down.
Awesome. Cool. I would love to do that. Thank you for having me on and fitting me in with this all-star cast that's coming up, because the rest of the show is about to go crazy.
Thank you so much, man. We'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Awesome.
See you later, man.
Oh, and in the meantime there, want to say hello to everybody in the chat room. And look at that. Look at that. The broke-ass safe word for the day is faded. So now every time we hear the word faded, go ahead and scream real loud. And, of course, you will need that secret safe word later in the hour for when we open up the Google form for the giveaways. Now let's move on to the next portion of the show. Penguin, I did not mean to skip you on the intro there. I was going to do Sensei, and then it went on into his thing. And so, boom, The Penguin, how the heck are you on this fine Monkey Friday?
I'm awesome, man. I've been doing like I was on a show earlier, talking to Mark McKenna again, and then now
Nice.
we got this stuff coming up, and I get to see all your pretty faces. I would like to go on, but I can't. I'm awesome. That's all I got.
Very
You
good.
are
Very
awesome.
good. Yeah, well, then let's just jump right into it. There's a lot of shows. It's a big day. It's a big Friday. First and foremost, you guys, you can go and sign up at Coinbase for the NFT, the early access for the Coinbase NFT. I shared a link to it in the Discord in the announcements page if anybody's looking for it. But I'll just grab this again and share it in here. It's my referral link, but I don't know what it means because it's like I'm ranked 2 million. So I don't think that even if I get a few of you guys, I'm going to jump up the ranks there. But that's the big thing here with the Coinbase, getting into the NFT thing. The amount of people, the amount of wallets that are connected to the Coinbase is like the numbers are so much bigger than OpenSea. I don't know how much, but they have so many more connections to people. So it makes me believe we're about to go NFT boom.
That's the new.
I think it was Pomp. Maybe I watched somebody and they actually spit out the numbers of like MetaMask to Coinbase users, and it was staggering, like well over 90%.
It's a big jump.
I humorously, that's the new. I'm used to removing shilling Discord links from the various Discord servers, and the new one that people love to shill is their Coinbase, which I've also been removing. And then I saw you posted your Coinbase link today, and for a split second I was like, another Coinbase link remove. Oh no, it's LeftHousr. That's fine. I can leave that up.
You could have removed it. I want to follow the rules too of our Discord. So I don't want to cross the line. But I just thought it was an interesting thing, and it's like, I want early access to it. I want to check it out. I'm sure who wouldn't want to check it out? See,
yep.
nobody chimed in. Everybody wants to
Emmett
check it
doesn't
out.
want to check it out.
I'm all signed up.
I wasn't interested, but I'm back.
Okay, yeah, you just got to take a peeky. That's all I'm seeing. See how they're doing it and all that stuff.
Take a peek at how they're doing it.
Yeah.
Coinbase doesn't like me because I'm Canadian, and they have trouble verifying Canadians. So
I want to talk to you guys about this NFT project that I stumbled into called Stripperville. And it's welcome to Stripperville, where your strippers NFTs earn for you. Awesome. So I think there was only like 3,000 of them. Yep, 3,000 of them. They're all sold out. I think they're going for 0.1 something. But how it works is, you minted your stripper girl on the Ethereum blockchain. Then each week you will have to choose the place for your stripper to, go and earn, which strip club you want her to work in. And then you would earn your strip token or whatnot. So that comes back to you for putting your girl to work. So that's an interesting NFT project that I stumbled into that I thought you guys might enjoy.
I have so many comments. I don't think I'm going to make any of them.
You can. This is a rated R show, so you can say whatever you want.
Well,
what do you think about
talked
this?
about this a little bit on Wednesday.
I try to keep my pimp hand steady, but it.
I was so upset when I found out about this and that I missed it. But it's not so far off from the Action Family CLUBCARD animation series, Action Family Matters, which we're in process of right now of putting together. And
why, they're gonna be strippers?
No. I mean, the
Family's gonna
difference, they have your stripper NFTs go to work. In the Action Family CLUBCARDs, you take one of your characters from the card, you submit it along with resume cards, which everybody filled out the form, and gave some of their ideas and their creative juices to these forms, and some of those have ended up in what what will be airdropped onto you guys this week, the ones that signed up and signed the form for Action Family Matters audition, you will get one of these dropped on you, the Action Family Matters resume pack. And you'll have a few resumes inside there. You'll have to choose one to submit. And from there, we will be off to the races and choosing four of the members, 4 of the characters to be featured and become stars in the first episode of the Action Family Matters cartoon
Genesis
animation
episode.
series. So it's
I
kind
got
of
it.
similar to Stripperville in the sense that, you know, like there you can put your NFTs to work over there. You can put your NFTs to work
I got it.
over here. That's where I'm going.
With its shirt on. With its
Don't
shirt
you-
still on.
Don't you think that
With the
strippers
shirt
would
on.
rather be on the wax chain?
Oh, hell yeah.
Get it?
You
Get
would
it?
think.
Anyone? Yeah, no.
I mean,
Okay.
in
You
this
want,
day
you
and
want
age,
your strippers waxed
I'll
and
be
not
quiet.
gassy, right?
I'll be quiet now.
this isn't
You want
like a
wax strippers, not gassy strippers.
Stripperville.
I'm feeling you, Penguin. I know what you're going for.
But
Yeah.
listen, I do not want to ostracize any of the gassy stripper fans. You're totally entitled to whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just all about timing.
I don't know if you guys have seen this. I think it's been going on for a little while, but Frank Miller from they're doing like the Sin City NFT drops here, and it's like auction style. So you know, I think there's one going on right now. Let's see, or did it end? Live drawing. No, this is. Oh no, that ended. Oh, down here. Here we go. So the Noir Hero is up for auction at the moment, and I believe the price is up to $1,000 right now. So if you're a Sin City Frank Miller guy, I don't know, you might want to look at this. Mars, are you a Frank Miller guy?
I mean, it's comics, so I like them, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a Frank Miller guy.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Rico? Frank Miller guy?
Yeah, it's good stuff. I don't necessarily follow it directly. I'm a little more happy-go-lucky than like the more dark stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm into it. That said, I'm currently watching.
You guys hate
so
Frank
that's,
Miller.
like, completely.
Let's move on. What
do
the
you
hell
see
happened
why-
in Upland, guys? Where are our legits? They were supposed to come
You
out today.
see-
What happened?
Whoa. Do you see the way Frank is looking at us from that
Oh, wait, let me go
website?
back
It's
to
not
Frank.
very welcoming. It's not
Oh,
very
yeah.
welcoming. So that's on Frank, really, to be honest.
Oh my God, yeah, Frank. Try smiling every once in a while, huh?
Hey, Frank Miller. I don't know if he's the Frank Miller, but
He might need a massage. He looks
Yeah.
like he needs a massage. You're absolutely right. So
He's
legit,
definitely
too
a
legit to
Frank
quit
Miller.
or not? Where's our legits? Sorry to be all upset.
Let me check and make sure I still haven't
don't look
gotten.
here.
They're still with MC Hammer's money.
Yeah. It's Friday. They
legit.
said they're going to come out today. But did they put out a new...
Did they say this Friday or just a Friday?
Come on.
It's not over yet.
Friday ain't over yet, babies. That's right. Let's
Yeah.
see
All
here.
right. Let's
Did
see.
they
Hey,
say-
my
have they said
ad rock's
anything?
chilling on your screen up there, floating around New Orleans.
Yeah, I got no
Yeah.
messages that say anything about.
Trying to get to the update page. Oh, wait, I gotta go
Legits.
up. Discord when I'm live. Worst. Oh, wrong way.
Let me see.
Dang it, Discord.
Wait.
Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing.
getting upset. I'm getting way too upset too early.
And then, what do they do once you actually get them?
Well, they're like NFTs, you know, they do what NFTs do.
Oh, okay.
They're no, they're they you know,
They're collectibles.
supposed
That's it.
to be, you can do something with them if you go towards the stadiums on game day, right?
No, you can buy them at the stadiums on game day.
But
then
can you get
have
autographs
something-
too? at stadiums?
Something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
It's gonna be
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you
Glenn.
can, but that's getting something done to them. Really.
I can just imagine somebody meeting Tom Brady and say, I got your legit in Upland.
And he would say, I don't know what you're talking about.
What is
I
a
want to
legit?
collect your money at DraftKings. Please go there instead.
Also, I'm
But-
surprised I could pull out the name of a football player. Does he still play?
I don't
He
know.
does.
All I got
The
here
age of
is Halloween.
44.
44.
Yep.
Yep. And he's still the
Halloween
best.
design your
Him and
block
his
explorers.
favorite wide receiver, Slappy McGillicuddy.
Old Bones McGee.
Oh yeah.
Football Johnson.
He didn't like Trippy McFaceplant. That guy didn't do well. He was one season in and out.
In-N-Out Burger.
I could go for
In-N-Out.
one.
All right. All I see is dress up your block explorers for Halloween. And that seems to, players are available to submit submit their designs until Wednesday, October 20th. So you have 5 days to design your Halloween Block Explorer costume and submit. That's all I see. Nothing about the legits. Oh, wait, what's this? I see this. Hold on. Everyone, it's been
Whoa.
a few weeks since we held the 2020 legit kickoff sale. We are incredibly excited to announce that we will begin minting legits tomorrow.
That's
Oh, wait,
that
this
same
is from
one thing.
yesterday.
Yep.
Or 2 days ago.
Yeah, we read that one.
Yeah.
Damn it.
No new news.
Nothing. Sorry, guys. I thought we were going to be looking at our football player cards today and going, what do these do? How does this work? But instead, we're moving on. Should we bring on our guest?
Let's get into it. The Crypto
All
Whale
right.
Club be joining us here.
Got a couple of them in here. I'm going to bring them all in.
Wonderful.
Bring them all in.
All in.
Make us all big so we can see each other's faces and say hello. Hello, Nighthawk.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. We doing backgrounds here?
If you want,
How are
up
you
to you.
feeling?
Good. We doing
I
backgrounds?
don't know. I don't feel like you. Yeah, that's better. I
That's
feel like your
nice.
background didn't stand up to the name Nighthawk.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, hey, I'm Nighthawk and I'm in my, dining room.
Hey, so what's this about faded?
Good work. Nice work.
Well
All
done.
right.
Yeah, we
all
were
right.
watching a little of
So,
the show as you guys were running through some of those other projects. The Stripperville one, I actually had participated in the drop, and
Oh, yeah.
then I had ended up selling it when it was still pretty high floor price. I don't know. There's something about looking at the strippers every day in my collection. I just felt a little bit dirty, so I ended up getting rid of them. But no, the mechanics were always pretty solid. Seems
where,
like
did you put them to work at all? Did you put your?
I did not put them to work.
Okay.
Like I said, I ended up selling it before that, but I did love the mechanics. I just I didn't want to be that stripper owner that was having cyber slaves going to work.
So
Absolutely.
you got one and then you sold it. So that would make you a stripper flipper.
That's true. Yeah. I was stripper flipping. Guilty as charged.
So you guys are Crypto Whale Club.
We are. Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, okay. I don't know where to begin on this. I heard about this last Friday. It's the first time I was hearing about Crypto Whale Club. I think that's right. Is that right, Emmett? Back me
Uncle
up on
Rico
this.
brought it to us.
Yeah,
Brought it
man.
to our
Yeah.
I'm
attention.
excited about the whales.
That's right.
I want to know more.
And how did you
Sure,
find
man.
them, Rico?
In the metaverse, just out and about. I
Stumbled
think
in?
there was some
Women around.
cross-pollination between maybe the McKenna server. I want to say that was
Okay.
my route to finding the whales. And it's actually been good because I was on the sidelines for whelps for a while. And then when they were going to move over to Polygon, I wanted the Dragon Pass, and then I got in on the whelps, and then I got in on McKenna, and I bought some Brewmaster cans, and so I've dove in full head to the Brewmaster cult, I guess.
Amelia. Yes.
Yeah, it was
so you
cool to
guys
find
are
out that there was a connection there for sure. After because I had reached out on Friday when Rico brought it to us, I reached out and asked you guys to come on. You guys were down, and then throughout the week we kind of found out, oh, we're working with Master Brews as well and Penguin, and so it's cool to have that connection.
Yeah, what's really funny about it, I actually had participated in the Whelps project. I had I forget how I came across them, but the evolution mechanic was super interesting to me just as an NFT collector, and that's how I actually found the Master Brew guys. And so I was actually talking with various about the mechanic and about you know, how they're doing it and that kind of thing. And then when we end up launching our project, we've got a guy on our side that's a dev, internal dev, but then we are using Master Brews to do a lot of the solidity stuff and a lot of the more I guess complicated mechanics like staking and burning and such. So I actually do have a whelp. I'm staking right now, waiting to get the Big Daddy Dragon, and then I have another one that is just hanging out in my wallet. So yeah, pretty fun connection there between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to us. What is Crypto Whale Club? What's the whole deal there?
Yeah, I can jump into it a bit, and Medici, feel free to chime in. But so I got into crypto last year, NFTs the very start of this year, and Medici was collecting, I think, a bit before me. But yeah, we started talking about doing a project of our own, and we liked the idea of kind of bringing together the two worlds of both crypto and NFTs. And we came up with this idea of the, you know, Crypto Whales and Crypto Whale Club as far as the name. And then we started working with the artists we know, and they actually had put forth, we had some ideas, but they put forth the half human, half whale kind of hybrid. And then from that, we developed some lore around it. You know, these Atlantean whales, they had combined, merged with humans back in the day. They're coming back to gift us their financial technology, the whole decentralized finance, and you know, with everything that's going on in the world with the wealth inequality, you know, it's their time to come back. And so these are kind of their representations, portraits, if you will. And each of them are tied to a specific coin or token. So, you know, you'll have like your BTC whale, your ETH whale, your Chainlink whale, that type of thing. And then from that, we want to do this coin rewards utility where post drop every week we're looking at which coin or token is having the best week, and then people who are holding that whale are getting some sort of monetary reward as like a I guess as a appreciation for being in the right pod. So yeah, I mean, that's
Super
kind of the
cool.
genesis
Love
of the
that.
idea. Yeah, and then from that, you know, obviously we're doing all the different items, and we got like a Solana pirate whale. Obviously it's all randomly generated, but like, you know, hopefully some of these unique combinations come out. You know, we've got like obviously like the crown, so like the king or queen whale, which will hopefully be on like some BTC and ETH whales, and so just a lot of fun things with different whale items, and then a whole kind of extensive roadmap planned out, as well as some additional utility. I think I mentioned some of the burning stuff where you can burn. We have some burn mechanics where you can say you take like a handful of BTC whales, you can burn those to get a gold BTC whale, which will be a bigger earner than like a regular BTC whale.
Strangely,
then,
real quick, like what pops into my head, and I don't know if you've thought about this aspect or element, but it kind of almost sounds like a light version, and I've never really done this at all, but it sounds like like it could be somewhat of a light version of like a fantasy crypto league, if you will, in a strange way, by holding the different ones or something like that. It seems like there's a game there.
Trade your whales for which crypto you think will go up the next week or over the next month has the best chance of appreciation.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially the smaller market cap ones.
What would be really cool is to even kind of keep a track record, I suppose, of who's kind of doing the best. But like part of the idea behind that mechanic is to have a pretty active secondary, keep the, you know, any sort of keep a lot of activity going on the secondary, and then then we've got this whole other concept of staking whales. So if you collect one of each tribe, if you will, one of each of the 20 coins or tokens, you can stake those for a month and get a Captain Ahab, and he's going to basically have all the coin types. And so, yeah, just a lot of fun things we want to do around utility and stuff that you can still have fun with post drop. So it's not just like a PFP project. There's more involved to it. And then, we're doing these kind of weekly NFT chats and weekly crypto chats, and just trying to get I suppose, some of the newer people some actionable knowledge and that kind of thing.
Yeah, right on. I really like the vibe of the concept to your project. It definitely seems a little bit different than the majority of the ones that are coming out, and I really appreciate that. Like, and the mechanics that you're talking about are awesome. It seems like a very engaged and fun way to kind of hold NFTs and play with them in a way. So yeah, this is awesome.
Just some deflationary stuff with the burn mechanics, but then also, I mean, a big part of what we want to do is going to revolve around the community. And so post drop, we're putting money into the community wallet. We're doing 60% of the royalties back into the community wallet, the secondary royalties, and we really want to encourage people to build out additional stuff to do with it with the whales. And so yeah, I mean, it's really for us more of a long-term type of thing.
Yeah. This whale that I've got up on the screen here with a beard is amazing. Like a devil whale with a beard. I've never seen a whale with a beard, and I'm a whale man. Like I've drawn and painted several whales in my life since I was a boy, and I've never seen one with a beard. It's just awesome.
We've got a fun pirate. Yeah, we've got a pirate whale coming up that's got kind of some braided beard stuff going on. I think that one's going to be really cool. Yeah.
But so the art's important, right? But what we notice with other NFT projects is a lot of time people key in on just what are the most rare attributes in terms of embedded within the artwork, and then you see like pricing and sort of floor dumps of whales that don't have specific art attributes or just the more common ones. And so we wanted to add multiple layers of value that can be, and some of it too is a little more subtle, right? Where then, it becomes fun to try to figure out, maybe I don't invest just because there's a 1% attribute. Maybe I invest in something different or a couple of these different paths, or maybe making some holdings of, smaller, market cap crypto whales that, people don't know as much. Everyone wants to have a Bitcoin whale because lots of us started investing in Bitcoin and made lots of money from it. But, some of the lower end of the top 20 are newer. And although they have some fanatical kind of believers, the masses might not know them as well. So that alone might not be as attractive. And so thus, but on the flip side, they also have the most chance for appreciation because they're the smallest market caps, right? And so they have the chance to be the best earners possibly, right? And so that, anyway, it encourages, to us, we think interactivity is important because ultimately when we look at NFTs and the communities being built, we look at them as brands or brand agencies. And ultimately a lot of the traditional brands will be coming to the NFT communities and NFTs, and they have marketing budget, trillions of dollars that they want to put into interactive, experiential, and sort of the newest things, right? And the newest things is like, what if Ray-Bans can come to Bay C and say, hey, we want to give a Ray-Ban sunglasses NFT drop to everyone that you can put on your Bored Apes, and then if you post that on Twitter with that picture, you get rewarded with whether it's just cold hard cash, Ethereum, other things, right? Brand merchandise, a pair of Ray-Bans, whatever. It's the new form of marketing, right? Or it will be soon enough, in the sense that brands have started to realize the statistic of 93% of people trust what they see shared from a friend or someone they follow on social media, and only 14% trust an ad that's shoved down their throat. So there's a huge conversion difference, and in terms of optimization of brand spend dollars, that ultimately, at least in my view of things, is where a lot of the NFTs are going, and there's a lot of value to be derived from that, and from the community, actually having ownership in that and contributing to building out the ecosystem that becomes more attractive to these brands, and there's opens up the door for potential partnerships. DAOs are the new decentralized startups, right? And try to merge with open source projects, but with this added layer of incentivization on the monetary side, right? As all of us as owners and contributors, we can now actually, we all have startup options. Is essentially what's going on here, in my opinion, right? And so to us, like, we have that long-term view of that's where we're going, right? And we don't have, we have our specific goals and so forth, but we're starting to implement poll bots, and then next up will be actual voting on chain, proportionate to the number of crypto whales that you hold, will be your governance contribution, so to speak, or influence you can have, as well as your ownership. And now, so now we try to transition this to a true decentralized startup where the community is, and the largest holders of the community are deciding, right? And it's not as centralized as something like Nouns DAO, which I love, right? Nouns DAO was a leader in sort of pioneering how to do DAO NFTs and turning down VC investment and saying, hey, buy a noun if you want to say. And so we take inspiration from that, but also from projects like Loot for Ventures, and the N project, which is same as Loot, but with numbers. And so a lot of generative work is spawned out of it and so forth. And the community can build tools and tracking things, much like your idea. I really liked what you said about fantasy crypto whales trading league, right? And essentially it is the weekly battles. Instead of sports games, you've got the weekly battles of the top 20 cryptos. And someone in our community we will vote on and then fund someone to build a platform for the data around that, to track all that, right? And this is how we kind of grow the community and the, if you will, brand of Crypto Whale Club, and then value for everyone, by encouraging the collaboration and contributions from the community, and then rewarding it, which is the other important piece of it, right?
It'll be really interesting to see. I mean, because it'll be the same time every week that we look at this is the coin or token that had the best week. And so right before that, it'll be really interesting if there's like a run on the on the Chainlink whale, or if people are going after the XRP whale, or whatever it is, and buying all the floors of those. So it'll be just it's kind of a cool way to keep engagement and activity going for especially those floor whales.
It creates a liquidity opportunity, right? Yeah. Which is important for trading, right? And the more participants you have and more information that's out there, the more trading that can happen. And when you have a weekly kind of impetus that drives the trading of one specific crypto whale at the 20, now if I'm sitting on there and I'm like, hey, I want to get out of this because I want to jump in another project, or I have 10 whales and I want to reduce a few. Now you have this opportunity to get out at a kind of a good price, which then encourages people up front to buy in, knowing they have a liquidity opportunity on the back end. Same as like private, whether it's real estate ownership or whatever, equities, they don't, there's a illiquidity discount you take, right? And it factors in the price. And if you can create liquidity, you get to capture that as value, 15 to 30%, according to the economists of the world.
Right.
And so we want to create some of these, like, these are different mechanics that we think about. And the core team, three of the four of us are all technology startup founders, and have, started and ran multiple technology companies and worked at some of the biggest, most recognized ones in Silicon Valley. And so we know how to grow, both teams as well as product, as well as community customers. And then we have our artist, who's sort of our resident creative, in-house genius that, came up with the anthropomorphized version of like, okay, people connect, right, with a face on that PFP avatar, and they recognize something in themselves in that NFT. And so they want to put it up as their social avatar. So let's put a face as well and make it more human-like, so people connect better with it, versus just what our original version was. And we've taken it, I don't think there's any references up, but it was initially like the OpenSea placeholder to make sure the project name did get sniped, or two different project names.
One of the things you're mentioning there about mechanics, I've come across a couple of projects recently that have like a buyback built into it. So it's like you can sell your NFT back to, to the project or whatever at the same price that you had minted it for, which I thought was amazing to see that.
I love that. Yeah, it's something we've talked about, and it'll definitely be something up for like as a community initiative to vote on. In terms of like a floor sweep, right? And basically the project buys them back and just holds on, right? Reduces supply. So it's basically just like a company buying their stock back. You know, and so we put it in the treasury, it just sits there and we wait, right? You know, let the supply be a little constrained. And you know, all these are the kind of things that, you know, we want to get different folks from all these different areas, like from people, you know, investing in Bitcoin from 2010 to, you know, guys coming over from the finance world to the artists to, and all the, you know, to the developers, all these different folks coming together. There's a lot of value to be created, and then they can form mini projects within our ecosystem, right?
Right.
That they can like then advocate for, and people can get behind and say, hey, I really believe in what these guys are doing. Let's, you know, and encourage people to vote for that.
Well, I really hope and that down the line in the future, I can go to the Crypto Whale Club website and look at the whale charts. Like I want to see, I want to see, like a whale that comes up when Bitcoin's up, and it's like, oh, the ETH whale's up. You know, like all the different ones pop. That would be amazing.
It'd
like
be so cool.
screw candles. Let's do it by whales.
Yeah, right.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I think, and I think that you actually had a great idea there, tracking the winners and doing some sort of prize pool for the end, you know, for the end of the year, of the person who kind of was guessing this the right each time.
Not just Crypto Whale performance by Crypto Whale, but actually by individuals.
Like
making good moves, get them recognition. Yeah, leaderboard straight up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, a lot.
It's sick.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of creativity that's layered into the Crypto Whale Club. Super cool.
Well, look, we would love all of you guys, if any of you haven't joined yet, to jump in. We have an ideas channel where we encourage the community to post ideas, and ultimately we're, you know, collating those and start rolling polls out with the different ideas. And you know, like I said, we want this to be very community driven, and the best, you know, the way to create the best product or you know, company or community or whatever you want to call it is through kind of open sourcing ideas, right? There's a lot of really smart people out there, and the more of those kind of folks we can get involved and get good ideas from, you know, the more value created for everyone in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Penguin Rico, I think there's a project we need to talk to the Whale Club about.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We were talking to the Brewmasters guys, and we had a pretty cool idea, and we definitely want to see you guys kind of get in on that idea. It's
for sure.
We don't want to give away too much.
Yeah. But it's going to be really
give us the details.
We'll talk
maybe offline we'll chat more.
Yeah.
But everything you're hearing Nighthawk and Medici talk about are the reasons that Master Brews is so high on this project. Like it's just fantastic. The community effort, especially, certainly one of our values. So I'm so happy to get to be part of it. I've only recently met the Crypto Whale Club team myself, and it's been a fantastic experience.
Yeah, there's something really refreshing feeling about this one. You know, it strangely reminds me of the CryptomonKeys in a way, as it being CryptomonKey Friday. Just like the CryptomonKeys, they're always coming with like a fresh sort of everything that they add to their project is like you don't see it coming. It's very fresh, and I feel like you guys are doing the same thing.
To me, that's where the fun is, right? Pushing the boundaries of innovation, experimenting with stuff. I mean, that's why we're doing it. And to us, this is our next startup, right? Like we're looking at this as like, hey, let's like be part of this, you know, instead of just observing and collecting, and let's be part of this and not just part of it, like, let's jump in and just do something like other people are doing, but let's see what we can do that's different. Let's try to push the boundaries. Let's experiment with things. And, you know, we don't have all the ideas, right? So that experimentation, like we've had some like ridiculously great ideas of people throwing things out, like your idea. I love it. I think it's brilliant. And we'll probably, you know, we'll definitely be on the, up for vote. Right. And so to me, that's what's a lot of fun, is because, you know, I think a lot of us started in like crypto, you know, 5 years back or 3 years back or whatever it was, for everyone. And, you know, sort of learned that, and then started learning about blockchain technology, and then started understanding, you know, NFTs came up, understanding the technology behind that and how, you know, profound that could be, not just for art and collectibles, but for all sorts of applications combined with other things. And then DeFi, right? And that, and the community has been forming, right, where we can disintermediate banks, We cut out the middleman, and it's just peer-to-peer lending, peer-to-peer. I can go and make some interest instead of putting money with a bank or investment firm. It's all right. And so DeFi is brilliant. And now when you add DeFi to NFTs in the community, like you're literally, you've got, it's like crowdsourcing or crowdfunding, right? Element has now been built in, along with like the peer-to-peer elements, the Airbnb, Uber, all these folks championed. And now blockchain is a technological manifestation of a lot of this kind of macro theme we've been seeing for over a decade. Just accelerates it, right? And now like the power is in the hands of the creators. As the maker generation is taking over, and the corporations are very afraid of this because they're no longer needed. As the walls are, the siloed walls are being brought down, and so now they're no longer needed to be the middleman to sell stuff. So just like art, right? You don't need a art dealer, broker, or to get into an art show and pay 50% overhead and all this ridiculous shit to the gallery and whoever else. You sell directly to your fans, your patrons online, and with that direct connection comes an increased value. And then if you reward them with a coin or token or some sort of ownership or royalties on future works, whether it's art or collectibles, now there's additional value, right? And so with traditional art world can't compete with that. Not to mention the medium of being able to animate and have motion, to be able to have sound, interactivity, right? There's some really cool interactive NFTs. Where you can click on,
you can put your strippers to work, I mean, like,
and then that's another element of like, of the engagement factor of actually being able to use them, right?
Yeah.
You can watch your comic book.
Yeah.
So, we're like, it's so exciting that we're all in this space right now. And surprisingly, I think it's still super early. If we're like, what percent of the world has adopted, like actually bought an NFT at some fraction of 1%, right?
Oh yeah. And like, you guys were talking about the Coinbase thing earlier, and I think FTX did it right before Coinbase, but that's a whole nother market that's opening up now that you can get NFTs directly from an exchange.
Yes.
I had one
mainstream channels, and it's just the start.
I had one
Brands
really
coming
quick
in will be
question
bringing
for you
in
guys.
all their brand customers, right? And wanting to give them NFTs that associate with what our product for value. And I mean, we saw like Twitter and Coca-Cola that dropped them in Decentraland, and Twitter did it on Twitter, of course. And the value of those they skyrocketed. They're ridiculous, and those are just limited drops. And so there's definitely an appetite
just
coming.
Really quick, just had one quick question for you guys. We're kind of kicking around the different names for our DAO's token. And so we've got.
You want to say it online, so I might go reserve it.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Never mind.
I guess.
Maybe there's snipers out there. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe wait. We reserve a couple of them, then we can like put it out.
Fair enough.
There's some fun ones though. That's all. I guess that's all I'll say. There's some fun ones that kind of will make you laugh. But
now OpenSea is like cracked down on a couple of these NFT companies. Yeah. Does this
was it frog or not frogs? It was
DAO turtles.
Turtles. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So we actually plan to. We'll see if we get a response, but we plan to like kind of reach out to OpenSea, say, here's our plan. Like, how do you feel about like what's in the parameters? Or just read more about it as we get closer, right? Because there may be a few small adjustments
so
we need to make for compliance. But
on
top of that,
I think the big thing is you can't pay people to hold your asset, and the way that we're doing the coin rewards, I don't think that we're paying people to hold the asset because there's no guarantee that holding a certain asset is going to get you a payout.
Right.
And I believe that when people say on their OpenSea page or whatever that if you hold this NFT, you get paid this residual or whatever it is.
Passive income
Right. Yeah. So passive income is a big no word. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that the way that we're doing it, because it is it's not anything guaranteed. It's basically kind of dependent on which ones you have and what happens with the market. I don't think that it would be violating their rules, or at least what they're being told are the rules by the whoever SEC or whoever is.
Right.
But no, for us, like we do, we're big fans of like staying within compliance, following, parameters that are set up. And so, like I said, I think everything we've set it up is good the way we've got it. But, we're definitely
It's something to
following.
Well,
keep
it
an eye on,
seems
of
like
course.
it's all happening, or they're just making it up, or everybody's trying to figure it out right now,
Mm.
right? You know,
There's-
like
yeah, they're
so.
always low on detail, right? They're always short
Yeah,
on.
so I
OpenSea
think
is not the best communicator, but you know,
the best
Been
thing
trying to
about
figure
it
it out for XRP for a couple years. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
why he
we-
made the XRP Jedi whale.
Yeah.
He made a meme of like, these are not the emotions you're seeking, SEC.
Hey,
Or
that's
the-
a great name.
yeah. No,
But we
I think
also like
it's
memes. Like we're big believers of memes. You know, whether it's like the rare Pepes or I think memes define like kind of culture in the moment, or at least certain pieces of culture, especially when they're historic and like they're speaking to like current happenings. It's really interesting, and so there's a lot of fun whale memes that we play around with too in our
Yeah.
Discord. Keep it fun, just like you guys.
Yeah, I think it's all exciting right now that there's like, that there's regulations, something's trying to be figured out, or somebody's leaning on them, and it just feels like we're going through like a China band or something like that,
I think
like,
it's a slow process given the government agencies involved, but it's good.
but yeah,
that it's
Coinbase
talked
is
about.
coming in, like it's
Yeah.
just gonna go boom, like it's just about to get bigger, like,
And
it
once
makes
it's
sense.
regulated, it's safe, right? So
Mm.
now you can have millions and millions of people flow in and feel
Yes.
protected and feel like, oh, it's okay
Mm.
now. Same thing with crypto. With I'm sure you guys saw the news about the Bitcoin ETFs. Probably are gonna like start trading on Monday next week and
Amazing.
not be denied by the SEC. Two of them, Invesco and whoever the other one is. And they're not spot, they're still futures kind of based or whatever, but it opens up to more retail investors to be invested through their, Morgan Stanleys or Merrill Lynch's or whatever of the
Right.
world. So yeah, we're at the early stages of the floodgates opening here. And that's why Bitcoin's been rallying, but that's just crypto, right? Once NFTs and DeFi and all these things have reasonable regulation around them, which is the key thing, then, I mean, it's a huge onslaught of adoption. And then we go out of the early innovator adopters to, the next 4% to get to the 5% only.
Yeah.
So fucking early.
Insane, yeah.
So I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to just run through your roadmap real quick. Tell everybody who's listening about it. So 0% team AMA followed by the launch. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that just means like before we launch, we're obviously, and we're probably gonna do an AMA before that, but another
There's
one.
a number of things that aren't on the roadmap too that we probably should add at some point. But let's go through the basics.
So 10%, 10 whales given out to random community members. That's pretty cool. 25%, you hit Rarity Sniper and Rarity Tools.
Yep.
40% 1 ETH given to 5 random holders. That would be a nice little payday. Now 55%, 25K USD donated to the EFF. Why don't you talk about that one a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Electronic Frontier Foundation is just it's super important to have them around and to get their name out there. I mean, I guess if people don't know about them, go check them out. They're the people who advocate for an open internet and not a lockdown
Defending
version.
our freedoms and liberties across the entire web. But the other main effort that they're doing right now is with crypto and with crypto regulation, specifically DeFi, right? That the House of Reps is talking about, amending the terrible, basically piece of the, crypto piece that was in the infrastructure bill. And so, the EFF is involved with that lobbying effort. There's very, very small amount of crypto lobbying dollars spent versus like if you look at like the financial industry and banks, it's like an incredibly small number, and which is a problem, right? Because if DeFi wants a chance, that you have to have a voice with the politicians. And so there's a way, for us, it's really important that DeFi and crypto does have more of a voice. And so, we want to do our small part in contributing to that monetarily, but also getting kind of the awareness of that out by having it as part of our roadmap and part of the discussion and so forth.
That's pretty cool. So at 70% community wallets funded, 85% burn mechanics, which you talked about a little bit before, the Ahab and Moby quests.
Yeah, and
which seem
staking.
pretty
I think
fun.
we maybe forgot to put staking on there, but yeah, burn mechanics and the staking mechanics.
Where they have
And then 100% companions created for every whale holder. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean that's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna let the community kind of decide on what kind of companions they want for their whale. I mean, companions kind of pretty standard these days, but
Well, it could be a ship, right? It could be a
yeah,
ship,
it could be
or it could be
starships,
like
it
it
could be
doesn't have to be
dolphins, it could be a
another.
crab.
Right,
It could be whatever.
crab.
It can be whatever the community wants, and like we're gonna create these little things and have some traits on them and that kind of stuff. And so it'll be fun because we'll source some ideas, then we'll run some polls, and we'll see what type of companion people are feeling.
Every whale
Um,
needs a home as well.
There
That's
you go.
true. I mean, the companion could literally be like basically I think you guys probably saw the Lazy Lions. They did like what do they call it? Abodes or something.
Where you can
where
actually hang NFTs on the walls of the abode.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
Oh,
think they're
nice.
still
Right?
that's the idea. I don't know if they've quite achieved that yet, but yeah, you've got these kind of empty frames that you can basically take NFTs from your wallet and put into the frames. Anyway,
Well, the
pretty
next
cool
step is
concept.
start tying it together into a metaverse kind of world, right? If you want to
Yeah.
take
Yeah, they're the bungalows. They're launching in the process of launching the app. You can integrate the other ones into the bungalow, basically.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was really a cool thing that they were doing. So who knows what the community votes on. I do think worth mentioning, once we sell out, we're going to hire a full-time community manager. We're obviously doing like this carbon offset for the project through, shoot, what was the name? Kilma, I think. And then the big giveaway we're doing is, I guess if you call it that, is this coin rewards, which is 1 ETH every week. So 52 ETH
well,
for
yeah,
the coin
for a year,
rewards over
for a year.
over that following year after the drop.
And then the community can vote to continue it, not continue it, change the amount, whatever.
Yeah. And I'm kind of looking at that, and then I'm looking at the smaller amount we're giving to the EFF, and I'm wondering if maybe we need to bump up the EFF donation because they're, at least to me, quite important. But yeah, so some fun things on there. And then obviously, I think I mentioned it before, but we're doing 60% of the secondary royalties are going to the community wallet. So with a lot of activity on the secondary, hopefully it's going to provide some good inflow to do different projects.
Hot dog, you guys have thought of it all. I love it.
There's a lot
Yeah.
more ideas, right? So we've
Yeah.
thought of some. We've started the ball rolling, I'd say. I think there's a lot.
I think
more.
there are some things also that we're kind of trying to figure out around the DAO membership, and if we want to do some sort of token snapshots, for 2 weeks or a month after the launch and stuff like that, where you're getting some amount of token, which I guess I won't say the token names live on air here due to Medici's concerns, but yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys familiar with like juicebox.money?
No.
I'm not.
So
Just
basically,
Juicebox the rapper.
nice. Dude, I love it. By the
I
way,
have
like
kids, so
that.
I'm familiar with
Mars
like
poster.
actual juice boxes.
What is that Mars like poster with? Is that like a wrestling mask face on an ape or in the background?
That's me.
Dude, that's fucking dope. I like that. Yeah, I can sort of see how it matches.
Different mask.
Yeah, I like it. Are you a wrestler as well, or is that what the mask's from, or just?
I did a little bit of everything. I'm a mysterious
shit.
character.
I love it. All right. So juicebox.money is something I got into a while ago was Nouns DAO. One was through like a party bid, and then another through fractional.art, and some other ones through Shark DAO, which basically pools people's money together, and then you buy nouns. And this was like their first, like the first 20 they were coming out. And so one of the things that like Shark DAO does is they open up essentially like liquidity contribution periods, right? Where the public can come in and buy ownership into Shark DAO and Shark DAO tokens. And they buy those from people like me that are holding some of them. And so during these liquidity windows, I can put up X number of Shark DAO tokens that represent whatever percent of ownership and sell them at, whatever price and get liquidity. Right. So it's a way not only to increase the community, right, with people who want to just participate that way, but also you have a way for liquidity. So that's one of the things we have to kind of, get into a little more deeper dive in terms of, is there a way to combine that in, right? You know, with like our token, and then with the whales, in terms of having the whales having voting and ownership, and, you know, do so many XYZ token, let's just call it, of our DAO equal, like do 10 of them equal one whale amount, right? And how do we set that up so that basically there's ways for people to get involved, even if a whale gets too expensive for them to buy. And that can be through, you know, the DAO tokens, or through, you know, putting things on fractional.art. And we've got a reserve of 250 whales for promotion, marketing, but also for afterwards engagement, rewarding, and also rewarding the, you know, people who contribute to the community as we build up to our launch, both. And, you know, so we may, you know, hold on to some of those and put them up on, you know, fractional.art, and let people, you know, 10 people or 100 people all own, you know, one whale, right? And then they can have, there's different really cool voting and governance tools. We've been plowing through a number of different ones, and a lot of folks are building some cool shit right now in the DAO space. It's really taking off, I would say. Like, I mean, even like I don't know if you guys saw, what are they called, mutant cats? And so we posted, I was up at 5 a.m. like a week ago or whenever it was, and they were like at 0.3 floor, and they had just launched like 24 hours ago, like at 0.08 or something. And essentially what they are is just, you buy in, and you buy like a mutant cat, and you have essentially a stake of ownership in their mutant cat DAO, and then you stake it for fish. You stake it for fish, and then the fish gives you ownership in, you know, however many cool cats that the DAO has bought. And so the guy that started it contributed like 10 cool cats or whatever it was, and then they keep buying more cool cats as people, you know, buy the mutant cats, and so they sold out, and then the secondary has been rising. I think it's like at 3 ETH now or something, right? So it's validation. People are interested in having ownership in a project and so forth, and a say in a project too. And I'm not sure if they're doing voting or just you have a, you know, a stake, a piece of the cool cats that the DAO owns. And then there's like zombie toads, another one, which is based off crypto toads, of course. Yeah, some others, you know, but anyway, interesting developments going on. Lots of tools being built for it, to manage DAOs and governance and voting, you know, that kind of stuff, and ownership and all those kind of things. So really exciting kind of space right now.
Yeah, this will probably take up my weekend looking at this site here.
I know.
Trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
We've got some stuff in our Discord you can check out, and, you know, we've got our own internal kind of tracking list. I've got like a Twitter list. It's just called DAO on my Medici Vault Twitter, and I've got basically, I don't know, probably 40-50 tools and people that are heavily involved in that space. If you guys want to check it out, it's pretty good. I use that list as my resource list for myself, so pretty good.
Don't get Medici started about the historical NFTs. He's went deep down that rabbit hole.
I have
great finds.
I have another friend in the space that was talking about that, and he sent me some links to stuff, and he's like, yeah, the first NFTs were actually on Bitcoin chain, and they were just like a couple, I don't know, some ASCII or just a word or something like that. And then there was the other chain that was on, and he was big into it. And then he got me to FOMO in, and I bought template number 1 on the Wax chain.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So I've got a template 1 from the Wax chain, which I thought was kind of cool.
Man. So yeah, I mean, so Namecoin as a blockchain, Kevin McCoy put the first quote unquote NFT that actually had an image, you know, not just like a word or whatever, Quantum, right? And that was back in 2014, and they presented it the next day with Neil Dash, whatever that conference was. But then, then you look at like, you know, like I also have a Twitter list called NFT Archaeology Dig or something like that, and it's got like all this old school stuff from like, you know, Spells of Genesis, Saratobi Island, Rare Pepes, like, even, I mean, so what was it called, Ethereum, or what's the world, Ethereal, or the first, like, they did it back in 2015, they had Land, right? It was the first like virtual world actually, but those are like I think 20 ETH or something now a piece, and the developer's a little crazy, a little erratic in terms of version 1, version 2. Anyway, but so there's some interesting stuff, and then you learn some interesting technology. So I had to like get into like learning about, okay, X-Chain for data and finding dispensers. And then you have to, create a counterparty wallet on Bitcoin blockchain and get some XCP, and then trade like, buy shit from dispensers for a better price than Bitcoin. And then I found the conspiracy of Pepe Cash, where you get arbitrage even further, even better deal than XCP for rare Pepes. It's just like, it gets crazy. Like it, and
you need to
then
do
like
a TED
obviously
talk on
Emblem, Emblem Finance, you use Emblem Vault to wrap it and then put it on OpenSea, where like the price is like 10x as high as for Pepe Cash. Although that over the last month, I will just disclosure to anyone listening, is those imbalances have leveled out quite a bit. Same thing with the BTC dispensers for
not financial advice.
yeah, DYOR, data has changed.
Always not financial advice around here.
That's right. No financial advice.
Very interesting though.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like it's a lot of fun to get into. And then there's a number of other projects to get, like, so this guy Adam, was it Adam?
Is it McBride or
McBride? Yeah, Adam McBride.
Yeah.
He's like kind of the top NFT archaeologist out there, if you will, in my opinion. And so he basically, him and this group are like probably 10 main ones. They'll like dig through like GitHub, they'll dig through like these old like Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchain records, and they'll find these like abandoned projects from back in 2015 and shit.
Yeah.
Or even 2016, and then they'll contact the devs, somehow hunt them down, convince them to revive it, like, and buy a few for themselves, of course, first, and then announce it.
Yeah.
Put a blog post or tweets up about it, and then like shit goes crazy. Everyone just like piles in as fast as they can, and and some of them are actually decent, some of them are, you have to be careful about. But it's really interesting because there's a number of different firsts for NFTs, right? And like I said, there's like, I could post like this infographic of like, I don't know, 40 different projects, like the first 40 like major NFT projects. Or I could share with you. I think we've posted in our Discord at some point, but I'm happy to share with you guys. Or anyway, it's really fascinating to kind of see as the history evolved. Like one of the guys in our Discord, this guy Yespa, he was the first one. His project back in 2016 called MyTherium was actually the first one to fuse two NFTs together. And so that you were able to fuse a MyTherium NFT with a CryptoKitty and create a Mythicat. And these Mythicats trade for like what, fucking 15 ETH or something. They're like super rare, and they represent history, right? Like all these historical things. Fast forward 10 years when there's a trillion NFTs, and like the whole world is like kind of metaverse virtual, so to speak. And the history can't be replaced and supply can't be added to. And so it's, the more and more traditional, kind of collectors and art and collectible collectors that get in, as, we're at such a small number. Imagine 1 billion collectors out there, which is coming, in 5 years at most, right? And so imagine 1 billion collectors, and how many of those people and how many of those wealthy people are like, I want to go get a piece of history. Like, it's gonna be insane how much these historical NFTs are worth if you have the ability to hold them.
There's never been a time in history where there's been 1 billion collectors ever.
Yeah,
right?
Technology hasn't. eBay, I wonder what eBay, how many folks eBay got up to. That was kind of like an early version, I suppose, kind of.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what the numbers are for them.
Well, it's like how many people actually participate in collecting fine art is what I'm saying. Like it seems like now, because of the NFT, like more people are interested in it than before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Huge
It's more accessible.
barriers have been removed. Yeah, for accessibility. Like I wouldn't call myself an art collector before NFTs by any means. I did like the normal stuff, like trading baseball cards and those kind of things, and collecting different kind of collectible kit. But it's a whole nother level now, right?
Well,
it's
and I think that
technology enabled.
I think that with Tezos, the art over there on the Tezos blockchain is so reasonably priced that it really has given access to a lot of people who maybe couldn't afford that rareable piece or foundation, or like the $1,500 OpenSea transaction fee for a free one on OpenSea. But yeah, we've both
like
collected a lot
of artists,
on
like in the traditional world, that are selling like paintings for like 15,000, and then you go to Tezos and you can buy like a 1 of 20 of theirs for like under $100.
Yeah.
With like almost no transaction
That's
fee.
crazy, right? When you see most artists, like at least on ETH or Ethereum, their NFTs are selling more than their traditional like kind of physical work. So there's a serious mispricing, and a lot of like really, really quality artists are creatives and sensitive and care about the environment. And so
Clean
they kind
NFT.
of, yeah, they were drawn to Tezos because it's like almost no environmental impact. And they put a bunch of early work there, and they realized that to get initial buyers and collectors, they had to price that work lower. And right, as you gain traction, you can keep pricing higher and higher and so forth. But they also
Good
put a lot of
community over there.
experimental work there. Like, I mean, from people like Pack and Xcopy putting work on Tezos, but not talking about it as much. And like, and then other artists like that put their experimental work there. And sometimes like some of the experimental work, when it takes off and becomes something they're recognized for and they become famous for, those early experimental works are the most valuable, right? So it's a chance to get something, because it's experimental, the artist prices are really low because they're not confident in it. They're like, oh, I'm just trying out, who knows, right? So you get like the genesis piece of like a new style. I mean, and so Nighthawk knows we've gotten like, there's some pieces we've collected that like for 2 Tezos that, you know, we can sell for 1,000 Tezos. Like insane.
Man, I don't know if I got one of those. I hope I do.
Well, so for example, a good example is Shavembler.
Yeah.
So his early work on Tezos, and he had a lot of it he put out, was literally
I do have one
single
of those,
digit
yeah.
Tezos. And now it's like, you can't find anything of his on Tezos under 1,000.
Wow.
Right.
I'll tell you what, those
I paid 100 ETH to get one of his passes.
those
Just
little
club, the Arts of Blocks of Art Club.
those Tezards that we snagged up did pretty well too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I completely forgot until this second that I have Tezos NFTs somewhere, and I think I have some Tezos baking. That's the term.
yeah, dig them
money,
up, man.
Free money, bro.
They might have.
You may have HDAO even. You might have shares in the was it the Hen DAO?
You were the first 100 days. I think you got the HDAO stuff, right?
Yeah, it's went up a lot. Like,
I'll have to find my
like
Tezos wallet, figure it out.
Yeah,
probably
Temple. Just
Temple
if you have the
Kukai.
extension,
Yeah, it's Temple.
Yeah.
it's like the little T. There is Kukai as well, which we had to like switch over to get the Tezers because everyone jammed the Temple network.
Temple crashed. Yeah.
I have not even Tezoed a wallet. I mean, like, I just barely set up a Solana. I tried getting the Avalanche going. It's just like, these things take time, man.
I'll tell you.
I'm going to go to Tezos?
I'm more bullish on Tezos than Solana. Solana, there's a lot of
Solana's more the it seems a lot of the PFP avatar style projects on Solana,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of the fine art stuff is over on Tezos, and so I mean that's where a lot of the fine art collecting we do is over on Tezos, and then the PFP projects obviously ETH and Solana.
But yeah, fair disclosure, I did get some fractals on Solana. They were completely different than anything I could find on Ethereum, and I thought that was pretty cool. I got like 5 of these generative fractals, but I haven't collected any PFP ones on Solana. It just feels like there's too many copy minters and a lot of just like kind of, we'll see, like just like the internet, right? There's always garbage on anything new. However,
whoa, not garbage, but
just
maybe not
the quality
not your
is
preference.
to the top, the garbage gets wiped out. That's how these things grow. A lot of stuff has to be thrown out, and the good stuff sticks around. So it's not completely indifferent to Ethereum or anything.
I think some of them are garbage, and I know they're garbage because as soon as I buy them, I'm like, "What the fuck did I do? Why did I buy that?" Like immediately,
They got some crazy shill communities in Solana. Like I've seen like discords of like tens and tens of thousands, but then like just like
all bots.
Hardly anyone buys, and if they do buy, the floor crashes. And so like I just don't trust it fully yet. I think it's gonna get there. And I do like you literally don't even set a gas. You just do a transaction. That's it.
Yeah, that's what's so.
Start praying.
Update. I have 0.099 Tezos.
I might be able to get you a transaction.
Well, now if you click the button, can you see like your objects? You said you collected a few.
Yeah.
Objects. I bought 3 off of. How do you pronounce it? Hick and None.
Yeah.
Hick and None.
Nice.
A lot of people just say hen. Yeah.
And yeah. And Yeah, I bought them
Yes.
all from the same collection that I got super into for about 48 hours and then completely forgot about.
Do you know what it was? Do you remember?
Maybe it's a big artist now.
Ruben Pro by chance?
Pollen Kingdom? Pollen Kingdom.
I don't know them. Huh.
I had some Tezos just, I haven't done anything on the chain. I just had it and I stuck it in for baking
Yeah.
Nice.
a while ago. I don't know how long ago, and I haven't even looked at it.
You might have some bread in the oven now.
Yeah, the bread is done, bro.
Yeah. I don't even know where the hell that is. I gotta figure that one out.
They've added, there's been so much new like tech and tools and platforms built on Tezos over, I'd say, just like the last 100 days. It's crazy. Like, I mean, even like stuff like wrapping Ethereum NFTs, importing them over to Tezos, which I find pretty
And the
fun.
other way too. But you know, I will say this: the community that got built up around Hic et Nunc of both collectors and artists was a really close and collaborative one, and
High quality too.
I suppose friendlier and more open than a lot of the collecting that you see done over on you know, the ETH platforms and stuff. And I don't know if it was a product of it being kind of new and this sense of we're all in it together, but I mean, they did a hackathon, I think, around 100 days in, and yeah, there's just a really tight knit community over there that basically interacts through Twitter, and like Medici was saying, some some great tools that have been built to help supplement a fairly how do you call it, basic platform that Hic et Nunc is. So
We several of us do a lot of stuff on Wax. And community on Wax
I've
is
got some
like,
NFTs on Wax too.
what's that?
I've got some NFTs on Wax as well. I started
Yeah.
going in there a while ago. I just haven't been as active, but every now and then I get an email that I'm like, I like this one.
what about
Yeah,
the community?
It's super broad, like the different types of projects, and there's gaming and there's art and there's collectibles, and
Yeah.
there's a little bit of kind of everything. And you know, with the no fees for transactions and all of that stuff, it makes it a much different, much more interesting environment, because there's people trading and buying and selling like 1 cent NFTs all over the place.
Wow.
And you know, there's all of these collections where like super easy to get like the commons, and then you can work your way up, and it's very tough to get the others. And it's been a really good platform for like collectibles, where there's a big set and you want to get a little bit of everything, but also for gaming, because of you know, you're not paying transaction fees.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's
I think
very,
Wax is primed
very
for
busy.
gaming. I mean,
What-
it's in a good position for the Wax token. We go, you know, across lots of games, and you know, I think it helps get more people in, and they can buy with US dollar to start on some of these, right? And then as they get more into it, they're like, hey, I actually want this one to complete my collection. I can't buy any more with US dollars on the, you know, primary. Okay, it's like getting them a step at a time, and then they get into like actually getting some Wax and like doing some trading. So little steps at a time are always good. I think I like it. I think
I never got going on Wax. I've heard
the tiers are nice
obviously a
too,
lot about
right?
it.
You
What's
got
that?
the tiers are nice because you got a little something for everyone. Like you were mentioning, like you can have really cheap ones, and then you can have like higher end ones that are the same kind of project or collection, just like the upgraded ones, or what, I don't know what they're called, gold ones or whatever.
And a lot of the you can get into really interesting, really complex like burn upgrades, and you know, you take these over here to do this, and there's cross collection upgrading, where you can take some from this collection and that collection and build like a whole new thing. So there's really interesting dynamics that happen, and a lot of cross collection collaboration stuff happens.
Interoperability is going to be a huge theme. It's coming. I mean, we're starting to see it. I imagine next year will be the year of interoperability, and just like everything's going cross chain, wherever, you know, NFTs you have anywhere can go anywhere. It's going to be.
Wax has a huge project where they're deploying an EVM right on top of Wax.
Oh yeah.
So everything from Ether or any of the EVM compatible chains will be able to just come right down on Wax.
That's exactly right. That's what Emblem Vault is, right? You have to create an EVM, and to use Emblem Finance and wrap shit like Bitcoin or NFTs or whatever NFTs to put on OpenSea. So yeah, it's the future. It'll be. I'm curious to see, like, is that going to be the the kind of application or methodology or whatever that's adopted, or is there something even easier coming, right, with interoperability? Like, I think there's gonna be a lot of experimentation going on. I think that's where we're at right now, and make it kind of easy in my opinion, but like just less technical people, maybe not so much. Now, is Wax doing it in a way where you don't have to do anything as a collector? It just like kind of rolls you right into having that access?
So they're just launching it now, and they have a 100 million Wax fund for anybody that wants to come develop on it.
Oh,
So
wow.
Ooh,
Perfect.
any
what I'm talking about.
Ethereum based project that wants to come over, they'll pay you to come and
Perfect.
play and figure out what you want.
jeez,
So-
man.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really. We were just on Collecting Coins Agora podcast yesterday. Talked a little bit about Wax, but he didn't mention that part.
Oh yeah, there's a huge fund out right now. So whoever goes and gets
amazing.
that first,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll get literally they're going to get paid to move over to Wax, and then you know,
crypto whales are coming. Once we launch, I think this is like a first order priority here.
It really is such an interesting question to try to figure out what platform to launch on. Obviously, people are very used to seeing these ETH launches that populate into OpenSea, but man, the way that gas has been these last, I don't know, 3-4 weeks, it's just brutal to do stuff like burn mechanics and staking and so yeah, I mean, it's something that we're monitoring, and I know that the Master Brew guys, they ended up taking the whole Whelps collection over to was it Solana, or did they do
Polygon?
Yeah, Matic, or Polygon. But yeah, it's just it seems like we're not going to see much of a respite with the gas stuff, and so it really forces you to kind of think about what you might want to do.
I don't know how, like, it's so difficult to do anything on Ethereum right now. I don't know how this can be sustainable. Like, I've told this on the show a couple times now, but you know, I bought my .eth vanity address, and it only cost me what, $21 for 3 years, and then $150 of gas fees.
That's right.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah, and so and that's, I keep waiting, thinking that somehow it's it's going to get better, but I don't know that there's really anything being done to correct it right now. And after, I mean, basically after the London port there, it was supposed to be better, but it seems to have been just gotten worse. So yeah, sad to see, especially with any of those projects that are selling for very cheap, and you know, they've got this cheap project, they're trying to get out there, trying to get their name out there, but no one can buy it because gas is so prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
And as you know, like, we're in a bull market, obviously, you know, prices go up, which is great, but you know, if your price of Ether goes up and how much gas it takes to do a transaction goes up, it gets really tough. And I've seen a bunch of, you know, air quotes, free plus gas projects, and you pass on them. I'm like, I'm not going to spend $300 to get a free NFT.
So something we're thinking about, would love your guys' feedback actually, is doing, you know, so I don't know if you saw like Mechaverse and how they did a raffle system to save people gas, and then everyone, like, I don't know how many tens of thousands of people entered the raffle, but then
it was like 100.
Was it
50,000 or something? I think there was 110,000.
Even verified you had the ETH in your wallet.
I was one of them.
To enter. And so, like, if you didn't have ETH in your wallet, you could enter. So 100,000 people willing to spend.
Well, I think 110,000 entered for 2, and about 60,000 entered for 1, because you had to choose between which.
So imagine that gas war. If they had just launched, like, you know, mint from our website or smart contract, it'd be insane. Like, you'd be paying, you know, at least what, 10,000 GUI or something to like get one.
Who knows?
Like, and so something, you know,
Across the network.
one, I guess there's 2 things that we think about. One is we like the idea of quality over quantity, right? And we don't mind, keeping the kind of community smaller as long as we, have really quality people that we think will be active and contributing to the community. But two, if the community does get really large, we very well might implement a raffle system to we have a big thing. We want things to be equal, right? And so we might do this whales of the round table kind of thing anyway, the point is, to give everyone a chance, right? To be able to actually get a whale and to have, all the quality kind of people in our community that we want, versus just whoever can pay the most gas gets a bunch and then dumps.
You know what was interesting? So I mean, obviously we'll do a 48-hour pre-sale type thing,
and
people get the pre-sale roll in different ways. But what was interesting is I think it was the Ether gals. The way they did their mint was that they had these tiers. So the first 5-10 minutes or whatever it was, you could mint 1 per transaction, and then the next 10 minutes you can mint 2, and the next you can mint 4, and the next you can mint like 6 or whatever it was, so that the small fish, if you were, they were able to get in early while the whales kind of waited till they were able to mint more at once. And I thought that was kind of cool. It I suppose can backfire in the sense that if people really are eager to mint, they might just be jamming a bunch of single transactions through at pretty high gas prices. But
1, 2, 4. Yeah.
Apparently it went pretty well, and it kept people from jacking gas way up and minting 20, and then obviously not having to pay quite as much because it's getting distributed amongst 20. But yeah, some fun ideas that people have tried.
That's common on I mean, it's not the exact same thing, but it's common on wax to have mint limits or countdowns in between. So you can mint 1 and then you have to wait 5 minutes, and then you can wait
Get back in line.
Another one. Yeah.
So even like a wallet restriction.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you can log in with multiple wallets.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's easy.
Yeah, but they have a lot of you can whitelist wallet addresses, and they build a lot of projects will build like multiple whitelists. So there'll be a more exclusive one, and then one that opens more up, and they have all these different criteria for getting on different tiers of whitelists.
Third whitelist, nice.
And then essentially, eventually you get to an open sale, and that's where a lot of the opportunity buyers come in. They just buy it because they think it's going to sell out and they're going to be able to flip it. But it gives community members an opportunity to get in, the engaged people to get in first, which is kind of in a way how the pre-sales on Ethereum work.
But,
I like that.
Nighthawk and Medici, make that wax wallet, Nighthawk, and we'll load you up with some wax NFTs. Medici, you can. We'll get you some.
No
NFTs
way.
You already have.
That would be awesome.
I have a very simple wax wallet. It's like, and I don't know if that's just like the norm where it's only like 5 characters or something.
Yeah.
That's so if you get a managed wallet, a hot wallet, that's what that is. And
I just have the hot wallet on Wax because I haven't collected much there.
Yeah, just the Wax Cloud wallet. That's probably the easiest way to start. And then if you get super into it, you can get yourself a more controlled vanity wallet.
Can you just can you import, so I have lots of different Ledger devices. Yeah,
you can use Ledger.
I can just import my Ledger and then transfer them over to that new wallet.
Yeah, basically you use the EOS.
I invested in EOS a long time ago.
And then you just associate that with account, because on EOS.io, you have account names, and then you can associate private keys to that account.
Perfect.
So
that's like adding.
You would just use your when you get into Ledger, it has indices 0, 1, 2, 3, blah 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 blah, all throughout. So you just pick one of those, and then you can name your wallet. So you can name it after you or whatever, so that you don't have to remember like a string of characters.
Oh, nice. And then what the vanity wallets is something different. It's like buying the .eth or .tez domain name.
Sort of. If it's 12 characters, there's no cost other than you've got to stake a little bit for resources.
EOS or Wax? EOS?
Wax.
Wax. So Wax is an EOSIO chain, which basically is like saying a fork of EOS in a way.
Okay.
It works on the same basic underlying principle, and then they change whatever little things, just like when you have a fork of Ethereum, people call it something else and change
Sure.
something, whatever. But yeah, it's not quite the same as the Ethereum ones, because you're not getting it from a provider. Like, you don't have to get it from Unstoppable Domains or anything like that. It's built
Yeah,
into the
ENS.
code of the chain itself.
Oh, that's pretty
All
cool.
wallets have a name associated to them, and then a private keys associate to that
Nice.
name.
And I can change the name or just go. How do I go register a different name? Like a
You
bank?
just go to so you can do it through the Wax Cloud wallet. They have a way to do it there.
Oh, it
So
is
if
right
it's
there.
12, if it's any 12 characters, there's no hoops to jump through. If you want a custom name that's less than 12 characters, then there's a little more work to be done.
Nice. All right, that's pretty cool. So what about like 3-character names? That's okay.
You gotta,
Yep.
yeah. There's a buying and auction mechanism if it's between 1 and 11 characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
And then once you own a name, then you can add whatever in front of it. So if you owned whatever MV, then you could have anything else in front of MV as long as it's under 12 characters. So you could be, whatever, wallet.mv, dog.mv,
Nice.
and anything you want. So it becomes very, very, especially in projects level, because I run several projects, it becomes super easy to have like a base project wallet and then all of these custom wallets.
No, I
do
think that's
different
super
things.
smart. It's like top level domain. And
Yeah,
then you can create
basically.
unlimited number underneath.
Yep.
Wow. I love
As
it.
long as you can fit in the 12 characters. So that address that you have, it ends in .wam. That's a managed wallet. So Wax has WAM, and then they just start handing out addresses. So they can
Yeah.
hand out however many millions of addresses, whatever
Rotating through
.wam.
characters and just getting longer and longer.
Yep.
Yeah. Got it.
So some people get lucky and then they just randomly get like a fun word in front of their
Yeah.
WAM, but most people it's just gibberish.
It's something that is leet speak, ends up between the numbers
Yep.
and letters. That'd be cool. All right. I like it. I'll go check that out.
Yeah, Wax is awesome. DM me, I'll get you some. I'd
Send them some Metaphors comics.
Yeah, coincidentally,
Yeah, for
the rest
Good, I
of
want
us
in.
in this, the rest of us in this chat all work for a Wax project, Metaphors. So, well, I work for it. The rest of them own it, but
Yeah.
Four
I'm
owners, one
Yeah,
I'm a
leader.
team
I want in on
member.
this project.
I'm a team member or owner of 4 or 5 Wax projects.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
man, I just have one question, which is, this was a great conversation about Wax and blockchains. Is anyone else feeling a little faded?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. There it
There
is.
you go. There's the
All right,
callback.
guys.
Yeah, very, very good.
Good work.
Well done.
Well, I mean, should we get to the portion of the show where we give stuff away, boys?
Yeah.
Thanks.
People like free stuff.
Yeah, we like to give away stuff here. We do it daily. We didn't talk anything crypto monkeys. It's still too early since the 1-year birthday party for us to have any more informational updates.
Well, we had such a conversation going. I didn't want to.
I know. I didn't want to interrupt it, so I didn't.
But I think, well, we'll see if I can get Crypto Monkeys to be a part of the other thing. But we'll see.
Oh yeah. That would be.
But
cool,
yeah,
too.
Crypto Monkeys. They did. There was. We did. They did. We did. There was another reveal.
Oh,
Card 66, I think.
lucky.
And let me get that up here.
Oh, look, yeah.
Yes, card reveal. Neo Monkey, and I'm an uncommon. So that came out on the 10th. And before that, on the 6th, was Banana Whale. So those are the two
Oh,
that have come
yeah.
out since the 1 year anniversary card.
Oh, I hadn't seen the banana whale yet. That's a lovely one.
Yeah, he's shooting bananas right out there.
A lot of animation happening in that one. That's kind
Whoa.
of yeah, I haven't seen a monkey card like this one yet.
Yeah.
I've not seen an animated monkey yet. Wow.
Yeah, not like that. I mean,
Yeah.
they've had like, you know what, the FUD Busters, there was like the little thing shooting
Budbusters
out of
was
the thing.
animated.
But not like
Yeah.
this though. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
next level.
But usually the animated cards are the legendaries.
Yeah,
So
and this is
I got to go
just
back
a-
and check. This might be the first
An epic?
non-legendary that's been animated. Trying to look.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Oh, no. So not card 43 Nyan Monkey was a little bit animated too.
All right, there's the one where the dude's like looking at the computer screens and the computer screens are moving too. What's that one I'm thinking of?
I don't know. Not Monkey Miner. That one's not animated.
No? Okay, I'm just making it up in my mind.
That's
then.
my favorite Monkey Miner. I like
Yeah.
connect with that one. I feel like that's me. It's tucked
Nice.
behind my because
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
like this whole array of screens in front of me doing all my different stuff. So I feel like I connect with that one.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know which one I was thinking of. I made it up. Oh yeah, the Nyan monkey, that's right. That one has a little movement.
Yep. And
The nifty,
Fudbusters
the nifty
also.
shopper has a little bit of movement in it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So just a little wiggle.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
one is
this
the
new one,
first
that one's nice. And the theme, though, the monkey whale, the banana whale. I mean, it's perfect time for the, crypto whale club. It's perfect cross-chain
Yeah.
segue conversation piece right there.
For
That's
sure.
pretty nice. Yeah, I love it.
Please chill by
Oh,
the dip.
Wicked.
I
Well,
think
All
I'm-
right.
I
That's
think I'm
good.
gonna, I think I'm gonna conveniently drop off before the giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, get out of here then. Go home.
But I just want to leave you with
It's lovely to have you.
some wise words. I believe the wise words are Faded Monsuda and Crypto Whale Club.
Ah.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you all
Hey,
later.
take
All right,
care,
good to
man.
see you.
Thank you, Penguin.
Yeah.
Hey, Penguin.
Also, the Whale Club boys, if you guys need to get out of here, it's been a long conversation. It's been amazing, but we don't want to keep you any longer. If you need to get back into the world, we will let you do
Well,
that.
how do we get in this giveaway? How do we enter?
Okay, well,
Get us
that's-
You're gonna need a wax wallet.
The crowd that's vying for this. Especially
Yeah,
now that
you'll need-
we
you'll
got
need
Nighthawk
wax
on
wallet.
wax soon. I've
Yeah,
got my
throw a wax
set
wallet
up.
in there.
yeah,
I got a
well,
wax one. I could always create a second one.
Yeah.
Are you doing it through the Discord?
Well, it's a Google form that is pinned to the top
Mm.
of the YouTube chat, which I might as well go ahead
Gotcha.
and open up right now since we're on the topic of.
There it is.
So if you find that pinned message at the top of the YouTube chat, click on it. It says NFT Monkey Boy Action Club giveaway. Sign up with your
Nice.
Discord name and your wax address. I know it says ETH address, but I don't think we need ETH addresses today.
Oh, you've
so,
added in Discord name, huh?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good,
That way
good.
it's easier. It's kind of, it helps. It helps a little bit with the vetting.
Well, we got to get
process.
the
And your safe word. You
club
need your
card.
safe word too.
club card tie-in somehow.
Well, yes, that's going to happen as soon as we got to hit the unlockable 25%. We're getting close. Once we do, then the giveaway will start to change around here.
Do I got to go buy a couple more?
I think so. All right. So we have 15,000 million people watching right now. 17 billion people have smashed the like button. The other 2 billion. Oh, well, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, go ahead and do so. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and close down that form right now.
Wait.
I hope everybody got in.
Right now.
Right
This-
now.
I did find out my wax wallet is only actually 4 digits. A little bit earlier, but I
Oh,
didn't get in. Good luck to everyone that did.
Oh, you did? Well, if
No
you're
worries.
we'll get you in. We'll get you in.
I'll take L. Wait, where can I put my wallet exactly here?
It's
What?
safe,
Hey,
but-
just
Get over to your
DM me
Discord.
your wallet address. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, we'll
Wait,
put you in the pond.
All right, does Nighthawk have your DM? I don't even know if I have your direct message. In
You can
Discord.
put whatever in the chat.
Yeah, I'm
here
in. I'm
Zoom
in the
chat.
Yeah, drop it.
I'm
Drop
in
your
the-
wax address in the chat, and I'll grab it from there.
Yeah,
Here it comes.
I'm in the Crypto Whale
Here we go.
Discord too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let me come say hi to you. What channel are you in exactly?
You can go to Whale Chat. See me and Nighthawk. We're playing footsies in there.
Oh, geez. Nighthawk's always on top of things. Already more. There we go. All right. Well, I put it in the chat, so no need to. I won't spam our whale Discord channel.
Fair enough.
Enough.
But I'll give you a quick DM just so you could, so we can connect here.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Let me get the old grubfish pond up here. All righty. Come on, Crittercraft. Where are you?
Those critters.
Being elusive today, the grubfish.
Ooh, there it is. Okie dokie. Getting the
The
pond open
grubfish.
here.
This is kind of a treat for people that haven't seen it before either.
Yeah, it is. This is the way we give away our prizes is by Crittercraft has created the Grubfish Royale, and Crittercraft is an NFT project that's out there on the Wax blockchain. And how it works is we assign the Wax wallet to a grubfish. They go swimming around, and then blade saws come flying out of nowhere and killing the grubfish, and then it's a last man standing type of thing. So
That's pretty cool.
it's a lot of fun here. So okay, I'm
For
throwing
a
your
top
address
10
on
standing.
Q4vs.wham. Okay, I got your address there into the Grubfish Royale. Let's do
Made
it.
it.
Well, I mean, let's go. Let's go into the pond. All right, so the grubs are grubbing. They're swimming.
I
Oh,
like the
PFAB.
system. This is fun.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
here comes the murder saw.
Oh,
Let's
geez.
get the zoom out of there.
All right.
Wait,
yeah.
where is it? Am I missing where's the view at?
It's
It's
you
on
got to watch it
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Oh, I did that. I think I was causing the echoes though. I had the YouTube initially.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
make sure to mute the
All right, hold on.
volume.
Just
Let me
like the
mute
old days, you
myself.
got to turn your radio down. Whoa, somebody just blew up and took out a lot of people.
Tap the link. in the chat
Oh, another one
here.
blew up.
DFAB.
PFAB
This
blew
is
up.
hilarious, man.
NY.R2 blew up too.
Now, let's see. The Q. No, you're off the board. Q4vs.wham. Sorry
Come
to
on, pooled
say.
assets. Come on, pooled assets.
Well, the asset's still going
Yeah.
strong.
Baby.
I lasted a while. I'll
World
take it.
2 is about to blow. World 2, get out of the way. Ah,
Oh.
that was a silent blow up. Did not take out anybody.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Most call
Four
for pooled
left.
assets.
4 left.
It's gonna be PFAB again.
PFAB always does it. IP3AW.George Michael starting to do loop-de-loops.
Spin a Rooney.
Michael, yes.
Hey,
That's awesome.
Bam,
Dude, the
bam.
Blade
Oh,
Saw
and Pooled
could not
Assets
win.
takes first place today. Hey, hey.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
Wow.
So I caught the last like 4 or 5. That was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Wait, so how do we like if we want to do a giveaway for like a whale, can we use this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for use for the public. Just go try
Oh.
crittercraft.io and
.io, okay.
Crittercraft's right there on the front page. I'm gonna
put this
copy-
in our Discord
Copy
here.
the winners here and share it.
I can
into
also
the
just
Zoom.
give you an ETH address and you can send it there and like skip that formality.
Yeah.
There we go. So I shared the all the winners there in the Zoom chat, so we can get. Wait, we didn't even talk about what are we giving away today, Bob? We didn't even.
Well, first place gets a CryptomonKeys pack.
Oh, nice.
And then
Sick.
I've got a collection of different CryptomonKeys. I've got some Neon Space CryptoMonkey collab packs too. So I'm gonna give a nice little collection of different things.
Do we get to play again? Or is it the one time? We get to play.
I mean, we can.
a
Well, the
mulligan?
fun thing
We
is,
do this every day.
if we
We're
wanted
making rules
to,
here, so
Monday
if we
through
wanted
Friday.
to, we could go right into the mushroom dance off. Which is
hold
like
up.
the
Yeah,
second round. It usually, like we had less than 24 people, but so typically we could have gone right into the dance off if we wanted to today. But it's kind of like the secondary round. So you have two rounds to go through here if you want.
Oh wow, nice. Okay, how fun.
Yeah, I mean we could do it just for fun. I mean,
Yeah.
we've already said that these were the winners, but we could just show you guys the dance off real quick. Might as well.
Why don't we do the dance off, and I will give them some MetaForce prizes.
Okay, the
separately.
dance off has
Oh, hell
begun
yeah.
here.
Double
Oh,
header.
let's go. Okay, where's my wallet? Where is he? Q4 verse. Let's go, baby.
Well, there's no music anymore. Oh wait, no, here it is. I gotta unmute.
They don't need music.
so
they
this
just
is-
they know
How many
NFTs
games
are
like
out
this
there.
do they have? Like how many? of
Just
these
two
different
that they have so
Oh,
far.
these two. Okay, sweet. All right. We're jamming.
Oh no, now they're excited.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Well, the music's really
yeah.
good, but they
funny.
need to turn it up on the website.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest.
This is a
song
way
ever.
better version of like musical chairs.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, musical
Oh,
mushrooms. Oh, Arspe,
right.
you're out.
Q4
Musical
verse. Stayed alive.
Murder chairs.
Oh man, I like this war helmet you got on
No.
Oh wow, yeah. Is that new, Mars? That's amazing. Whoa,
man.
W E.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's
Oh, it's
UO.
raining. It is raining asteroid.
it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's
Wow.
Those
crazy.
eyes.
Yes, it is. Oh, Star Lord.
Star
Wow.
Lord.
there. Oh Lord.
Oh
Nice.
shit! Eddie's got the mask. Nighthawk, we gotta put this in for do a giveaway just for this. This is cool.
Yeah.
We'll stream like
sure.
the animation in our live stream it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So we have a
It'll be
winner
really
here.
funny.
WEZUO. George Michael, you've done it. You won it. I will share this this list as well in the Zoom chat for you, Mars, so you can get
All right.
these MetaForce prizes off to the.
That's pretty cool. That was
winners.
fun.
It would be
Congrats
really
to the
funny
winners.
if you could move, but you move very slowly.
Yeah.
So most
Use
of the time
your
you
face.
still get mowed down, but every now and then you get just out of the way. Just
Well,
in
here's
time.
the deal with it. If you run it through Twitch, everybody then has a little bit of control over their grubfish. You can kind of make it go faster, make it spin around.
no
All the
way.
things that are happening randomly here, I believe you can kind of slightly control the outcome of
Very
your
cool.
grubfish. So
I like
we've
it.
been meaning to try to get that up and running on Twitch. It's just there's a million things on the list before I do it, so I
Nice.
haven't done it yet.
But yeah, being able to dodge, guess where the next asteroid is coming through and go to the right because you think it's going left. That would be
kind of
pretty
fun.
cool. Well, again, I guess more people engage press, but it's also maybe it's too much of an ask. People like just sitting back and watching sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I haven't experienced the other side of it, but yeah, I think I don't think you really have that much control. I think it's pretty still random the way it was explained to
It was
me.
pretty
so,
fun. That was
yeah.
exciting to watch, guys.
Yeah, I know. I love the grubfish. We're huge fans of it here. But yeah, we used to do like the
spin
wheel,
and dance.
which is fun. But this is also the animations. It's more fun to watch little grubfish die.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
good stuff. All right, so you guys got those lists there for the monkeys and the metaphors. All right.
Monkeys have
Yes,
launched.
sir.
All right, cool. Well, I think we've done it. I think we've had another successful show, another award-winning show here. A great week, if you ask me.
Yes.
And thank you, Crypto Whale Club, for joining us. You guys rule, man. It was really fun chatting with you guys and sharing the day with you.
Oh,
Yeah, we
truly
really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having us on. It was a great time, guys.
Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome chat.
We got some good ideas, and thanks for the. I mean, we learned a few different things that we're going to be implementing and looking into. So appreciate
Awesome.
the knowledge share.
Yeah, and like we said, we got to talk to you behind the scenes about this other project idea. We would love to have you to be a part
yeah,
of it.
that'd be very
Awesome.
interesting. We're up for that for collab. So
Yeah, that one's. I think that's gonna be right up your alley. It's pretty,
Nice.
pretty
Right on.
awesome.
Mr. Mars, you got anything to say to the people before we get out of here?
No, it's a good day. Well, yes, I do. We want to remind the community to get over and vote in Warsaken for MetaForce. We don't want to get complacent on that one just because we finished in first place last time. So, get your grandmother in Discord, your aunts,
Yes.
your uncles, your cat,
mean-
whoever we need, and get in
Vote
there.
early and often.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, want.
Yeah, very
I
good.
believe there's one word to sum it up.
What's that?
Anyone?
Faded?
All right. That's a good closer.
All right. Have a great weekend, guys.
All right,
Yeah,
you
thank
too.
you, Nighthawk and Medici,
All right.
for sure.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
indeed. Brother Emmett, take us out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, has it come to the time of the end of the week, the saddest day, the saddest moment of my week, when we have to say goodbye for a couple days, but we'll be back Monday, 1 p.m. PST as usual, doing all of the action across all metaverses as far and wide. Be there or be square. And until then, we bid you adieu.
Adieu, buds.
Wow.
Have a good
Another
weekend,
award-winning
folks.
episode.
A good
Did it,
weekend,
brother.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
Bill Williams all week next week.
So, yes. All right. What a show. What a show. What a show.
What a chat.
Yeah, that was a good one. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
That
feels
right. Good ideas on that one.
Good find, Rico. Good
Oh,
find.
yeah. I'm excited for that one. I think it's going to be a really cool project.
Yeah. Same here.
Oh, yeah.
Be cool to work. Get him in on the little thing you guys are putting together, too.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
pretty interested.
All right. All right. All right. Great week coming up next week. Can't remember who's on the show, though, but I think there's a few people lined up, and I'm sure we'll have amazing guests.
I know one thing, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's
That's all
going to
that
be
matters.
great.
We got word from Bruce the Goose. He will catch up with us one day while he's out on the road, either in New York or Miami, and give us an update from all the festivities that'll be going.
NFT Project,
I'm trying to score a ticket to NYC NFT store.
Let's get Bill Mars up. Should have a VIP pass.
Yeah.
What the heck's going on?
For real.
Bonds is speaking on the thing. I got to get in. I told him just to sneak me in his backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good idea.
Just